So if you had to compare yourself now to you a year ago or 2 years ago, you know, what are the strides?
Yeah, just big strides. I think, you know, going back from year one and like looking at that film in year two, it was like, I'm like, wow, like this isn't good, you know what I mean? And then year two, you go looking back and it's like every year you're trying to get better. And looking back on old film, it's like, wow, I'm such a better player now. So yeah, I think I'm just continuing to take strides and continue to grow. So.
Was it a point of pride for you that you didn't even have to bother with getting suited up for a preseason game?
It definitely, you know, meant a lot that, you know, coaches trusted me, believed in me, and yeah, it was different though. It was weird not suiting up and going out there. So, but yeah, for sure.
We've seen you battle with Kolar a lot. I saw you yesterday battle Ricard on a really good rep. That physicality, has that been an emphasis for you? And are you stronger, bigger? Are you heavier than you were last year?
100%. Physicality is always like that's the number one part of my game, 100%. And yeah, I'm definitely strong. You know, it's been a great offseason here in the weight room. But yeah, you know, not only is it my game, but it's the Ravens game, so it's important to bring that every day.
Where do you make the biggest strides, you think, when you look at that tape?
Even looking at from tape year 1 to year 2, it's just like seeing offensive formations better and being able to play faster, play looser, and just make plays off of that. So I think, you know, taking another step this year and just continuing to grow will definitely be great.
Tavius, I'm curious, have you ever gone back ever and watched Jarrett Johnson tape? You know, he was kind of a Ravens legend, being very physical, setting a hard edge.
Yeah.
Is he anybody that you talked about with coaching or anything like that?
I've watched, not only that, but we wear the same numbers. So I've watched as many podcasts, as many, like, everything that he's been on, just trying to, like, tap into his mental a little bit and you know, his highlights as well, because, you know, he was a guy that, you know, maybe didn't get all the credit and stuff that he deserved, you know, sack-wise and pass-rush-wise, but he was a dominant run defender, dominant, physical, gritty player. So, yeah, I've done a couple of deep dives on him and kind of gone through his career here, and yeah, he's a legend for sure. So it's a blessing to wear his number. Yeah.
Is he a guy that you kind of emulate, would you say? Is that fair to say?
100%, yeah. The way he played, the physicality, the effort that he played with, 100%, yeah.
Tavius, to follow up on that just a little bit, obviously there's a number of guys who really pride themselves as pass rushers, probably first in Owen Green and Van Noy. Do you look at your role in this team as being early down? Are you happy with that? Or do you say, boy, I would love to kick inside on third down, or I would love to be out there?
Yeah, I think that's something I'm always trying to improve on, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, it's a team sport. And so if my role is first and second down, you know, I'm going to do that to the best of my ability and keep working to get, you know, reps on third down. But the most important thing to me is winning, and whatever my role is, I have to do that to the best of my ability. So.
Tavius, what do your Canadian friends say about your career path?
Yeah, a lot. It's you know, they're all really proud of me, and I think, you know, Canada as a whole, like, more and more guys are getting drafted every year, so it's been great. You know, there was guys that I look up to, and now for me, it's just important to, you know, show the youth that it's possible there, and just continue to grow that number every year.
Was Brent Urban one of those guys?
Sorry, say that again.
Was Brent Urban one of
He
those
was,
guys?
yeah, he was one of those guys.
Tavius, at the beginning of training camp, Mike Green had said that in that room of pass rushers that you're the guy he looks up to, you're the guy he wants to emulate, you're the guy he's learning from. What's that dynamic been like, and how have you kind of been a mentor to him?
Yeah, I'll tell you, he's been a guy who has come in and just really, like, taken the details from day one, and I love that. You know, he's on his playbook, he's taking great notes every day. We sit beside each other, so yeah, really proud of him and the strides he's taken from OTAs to now. And I think he has that dog mentality, and he's going to be a dog for sure.
Go back to the Canada thing one more time. I know that Brent said that he really praised his father for getting him involved in American camps because that was his chance to get into college football.
Yeah.
What was your path like? Were you heavily recruited to play in this?
From my path was kind of, I played university in Canada first, so didn't really get any looks out of high school. But yeah, after my 2 years in Canada, COVID kind of led me to Ole Miss, and then from there, you know, it was a blessing that COVID happened, because without that, I wouldn't have went to Ole Miss, and then it's just a trickle effect. So yeah.
Tavius, we've talked to Chuck Smith a bunch and sort of have a good sense of the energy that he brings. We just talked to Matt Robinson. What's he like in that room?
Yeah, Chuck brings the energy every day. You know, he's always getting us better, getting us hyped up before practices. And same with Matt. You know, both of them bring energy every day, so it's a blessing to have both of them in the room. And yeah, Matt is just one of the smartest coaches I've been around. Like, the way he knows X's and O's, and he puts us in good positions to make plays on game day. So.
Give an example of that.
Yeah, I have lots of examples. I can't really say certain plays and stuff, but there's a lot of big plays that I made last year from situations that we worked through in practice, we talked about in the meetings room, and then seeing that exact thing in a game and going here and making that play. So lots of situations like that. Yeah.
Tavius, if you end up having that kind of Jarrett Johnson type career where multiple contracts, you're sort of known for doing the dirty work. Maybe people in the building appreciate you a little more than people outside. Are you cool with that? Like, is that be an image you're happy with, or like?
Yeah. I think for me, I'm always going to be working on expanding my role. That's important. But at the end of the day, it's so important to me to do what my role is to the best of my ability. So yeah, I would be happy with that for sure. I mean, he had a great career, and he's a legend in this building. He's on our defensive meeting like slideshow every day. He's one of the guys up there. So yeah, just playing my role to the best of my ability.
You're still obviously working to improve it. What has it been like just coming in with a pretty defined role? You're not one of the young guys that are maybe on the bubble at this point.
Yeah, I think it's been just continuing to get better every day. Like that's been my focus always. Whether I was in year 1, year 2, or year 3, I just had the same mindset of I have to get better every day because you're either getting better or you're getting worse. So every day I come out here, I try to put my best foot forward and just grow. Yeah.
Is it weird that you're one of like the established older, not quite older, but like established guys?
It is a little weird. Yeah, it feels like I was just playing 60, 70 snaps in the preseason game, and now all of a sudden here we are. So it's crazy how fast the time has gone for sure.
All right, thank you, Tavius.
Appreciate you. All right.